Beers and Frontier is going to take you on a different tour. It's a ghost town, but it's a ghost town from a different country. Here today we are in Scotland. We are in Stonehaven and Donator Castle. So join us on a little tour. Donator Castle grounds actually seen a lot of history in the making. Some of the mentioning of these grounds go back to 5000 BC. They have some evidence of the Picts, which were the original Scots living here about 5000 BC. And in 400 AD, this area actually seen a conversion of Picts to Christianity by Saint Ninian.
This is the lookout post. Apparently this would have been the most important job in the castle about 800 years ago. So this guy screws up, a lot of people are going to die. Think about these castles, and they're all abandoned now and remnants of a civilization long gone. These are kind of like the ghost towns of the old world, and that's kind of the theme of our channel. We like to do ghost towns and offbeat destinations, so hope you're enjoying it so far.
We are currently inside Countess's Suite. This is where Countess would retire, and this is where she would entertain her guests. And look at the spectacular view that she would have from her window. To the side of the Countess room, you can find this little space, almost like a crawl space with a tiny window. So nowadays this space probably would be a restroom. Back then they didn't have indoor plumbing. Maybe that's where you put your bucket and had a little ventilation.
We're inside the dining hall. I could only imagine what kind of meals they would have served back in those days. But take a look around. Look at the big fireplace. I'm sure they would have cooked up the meat. That's a very harsh environment to be in for like a minor offense. I wonder how long they would have to stay in here. 30 days? I don't know. I could only imagine a guess. If you know, let me know. But so currently inside where the brewery would have been. This is where you would have came to have your tall one. All right. This would have been a spot to be back in those days. A lot better than the thief hole. Got it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is where they would make the brewery right here. So, this big pit. And then here, it's kind of where the bakery was. Take the bread out. So this whole castle is basically self-sustaining. They have everything there. Blacksmith, a brewery, a bakery, some jail.
Cemetery.
Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, so this is the kitchen. This is where they would prepare all the meals for everybody. Look at the pigs. This is probably a big fire pit. This is cool.
What a spectacular view. Another room in the castle.
So I mean, it's like the summertime here, and it's still kind of chilly. I imagine the harsh conditions the folks would have to put up with living back in those days. I mean, they didn't have, heating like we have. You have to use fire to stay warm. But it is quite cold. And
In the middle of August.
that's right.
In January.
Imagine this in January. Yeah.
You really have to bundle up.
I'd imagine they probably spent a lot of time just cuddling by the fire.
With wool blankets.
Oh, absolutely.
The woolies.
So I hope you enjoyed our tour of this castle in Scotland. That's all we have for you now. We'll see you again next time. Cheers and beers and frontiers.